Wussy. I can't even see from underneath my bangs. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, stop it. Hi Wussy. Welcome back to the Transgender. My name is Iv Fischer and we have a lot to talk about today. So today I want to talk about safe spaces, spaces that are safe. Spaces where trans women and trans men, trans people can go and not get misgendered, not get dead named, okay, not get catcalled or touched on or prayed after, none of that. And I guess that's basically like a working definition of what a safe space is in this day and age. In the past, safe spaces were created by pioneers in the community in order for people to be able to go out and have a good time, but also to get resources. It's a very community centered outreach thing. So a lot of the famous safe spaces that we all know and love have gone on to be immortalized and really highly revered by the queer community. Or definitely Stonewall Inn, Studio 54 was very everybody was welcome because these were places where we could be accepted. We didn't have to worry about going out and getting hurt. And seeing as poverty and homelessness have historically devastated the trans community and still continues to affect us to this day, these spaces were definitely necessary for those who didn't know where their next meal was going to come from, didn't know if they were going to have clothes on their back, didn't know if they were going to have friends and family and people around them to help keep them alive. And that is the legacy of safe spaces till this day. As a nightlife performer, I get to pick and choose the spaces, or I have to pick and choose the spaces where I accept gigs, the spaces where I know that I am going to recognize and be around people who see me for who I am and who will respect me no matter what, defend me if anything happens, and make sure I get home safe. It's hard as a Black woman who performs at night because you never know how people are going to react to you. You never know if people are going to come up to you and say or do anything to you. But it's just helped me to know where I can go if I want to have a good time out, and where I know my people will be, the people that I call my friends, my family, because I just know that I'll have a good, safe night and that people will be checking on me throughout the night, just as anybody would want to be helped and checked on, And these spaces are especially important to the trans sex workers who are looking for jobs but also want to remain safe and know that nobody's going to do anything to harm them. That is really what it is. It's survival. It's being able to live our lives just in the way that everybody else does. And we want to party. We want to get a little bit tipsy and do all of these things without having to worry about a group of men coming up behind us and hurting us. And that's another good thing about safe spaces. They are not overly dominated by a cis male presence, because nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants to be out with their friends trying to have a good time and just have 50 pairs of male eyes staring at them. You don't know what they're thinking. You don't know what they're about to do. That's scary. That's violent. I don't like that. So if you're a trans person or if you're an ally to the trans community and you have trans friends and y'all want to go out, just make sure that y'all are all going to a space that is welcoming, warm, and inviting, because it'll ultimately be a good time for everyone. Nobody gets hurt. Nobody gets their skirt pulled up. Y'all, oh my God, this is a story. This is a different story for a different video. But I had this girl pull up my skirt in one of these spaces that I thought was safe. It's just too much because it's so hard as a trans person to fit in and find spaces where you can just be. But it's good to take everything one day at a time, and really it's okay because I don't even go out anyway unless I'm getting paid. So yeah. But if you're a club promoter, an event producer or anything like that, make sure you're doing your part to get the message across that your space is inviting of all different walks of life, because that's how really it should be anyway. Of course, there'll always be designated places for people and their communities to go and gallivant and whatever, but there really needs to be a heightened influence of queer-centric spaces. And that's on period. That's on Pewee. That's on Pewee. That's on Pewee. It's on period. I'm serious. Oh my goodness. Okay, am I done? I literally, I could not see. I'm ready to stop because I literally cannot see. So if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye, Wussy. I didn't even blow a kiss. I just sucked my teeth. Bye, Wussy.